Hey guys, so in part one, we discussed my diagnosis, but the real journey honestly didn't start until after that. In part one, we talked about my symptoms leading up to being diagnosed with the IIH and how scary that was. Today, I'm just going to be sharing with you guys what happened after that, my treatment, the emotional impact, and just being a mom trying to navigate being diagnosed with IIH. So what I can say is that the emotional effect that it had on me, honestly, it was relief because I finally got answers. Like, I finally have a diagnosis to what this is. But at the same time, I was still terrified because I'm like, what does this mean for my future? What does this mean for my daughter's future? I just felt like everything was just out of my control, and I couldn't grasp or like get my hands around it to be like, okay, this is what's happening moving forward, you know? So we talked surgery date in my first video. So I go in, we discuss what the surgery looks like, we discuss how long it's going to take, we discuss recovery. The surgery for that went smoothly. I didn't have any hiccups. I recovered well. I was actually able to go home the very next day. We did opt to just put it in the side. And honestly, hindsight, looking back, I really wish that me and my mom did more research, because I felt like if we just would have went the other route, a lot of things could have been avoided. But we'll get into that along the way. So I healed pretty quickly, pretty nicely. I was still in a lot of pain, to be honest. They didn't put me on any type of medications at that point. Why? I don't know. Nor at that time did I think to ask. Again, my brain is scrambled. I don't know. This is all new to me. I just thought that you get the procedure and life goes on. So I'm doing my regular follow-ups with this particular neurosurgeon, and everything was everything. So that was in 2019. So towards the end of 2020, beginning of 21, I started having issues getting appointments with her, or I would make the appointments, my appointments would be canceled. It was just becoming such a chore, and my headaches were just getting crazy, right? So one day I just received a call from the office, and they're like, Ms. Ravel, unfortunately, you can't see this neurosurgeon any longer. They didn't really give me any reasons why. It was just, you can't see her anymore. And unfortunately, the other providers that were in the office did not accept my insurance at the time. So she was really, really nice. I wish I knew her name, but she was really, really nice. And she said, I'm going to do some research and I'm going to call you back. I'm going to try to help you find a neurosurgeon. The best thing that happened to me, okay? She calls me back. She says, okay, I found one. He has 5 stars. I've done my research. He has 5 stars. He has really great reviews. His name is Dr. Kevin McGrill. Love him down, okay? So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm literally getting ready again, going back into, I'm feeling defeated, because now I literally have to start all over. And she's like, no, we're going to send over all your notes. We're going to send everything. I'm going to make your first appointment. I didn't have to do anything. She made my first appointment with this man. She sent over all my records. So once I got to him, it was just smooth sailing. So I meet him. He's going over my records with me. He's like, you're really young to be, going through this. I'm so sorry. He again explained to me that, having this condition is rare. Mine was even more rare because mine only took the one eye versus two, because normally they say that 9 times out of 10 it takes the vision in both eyes. So his main concern was that we just want to maintain vision in your left eye. That was like his main concern. Like, we don't want to lose it. We don't want to lose it. That's all he kept saying. So he's telling me, like, test your eyesight at night, test it in the morning. Any issues, you call here. You don't go to any other emergency room. You come here. So I'm like, okay. So then I'm telling him, like, I've had this shunt placed for a while. I'm now having my headaches again. Like, it's really, really bad. Very painful. No vision changes at this point, but my headaches, they were still really, really bad. So he's like, okay, well, because you're new to me, we're basically going to start from square one. So he checked my device, and how the device works is it's magnetic. So they use like a machine, and they like hook it to your body. It's almost like a magnet. So it'll go boop, and he hooks it to my body, and he dials it up to change whatever settings she initially had it on. And he said, we're going to go from here, just see what it gives. He then in turn asked me, are you taking anything? And I'm like, well, the only thing that I am taking that was prescribed to me was the diuretic, because I still was on the diuretic. He said, okay, well, I'm going to refer you to a neurologist here. Her name is Dr. Catherine Hamilton. Love her down. Okay. He said, I want you to go see her so we can get your pain, under control. So from him, I have my appointment with my new neurologist. So I have a new neurosurgeon, and now I have a new neurologist. I go meet her. She's very sweet. We talk about my diagnosis. She's like, okay, I'm going to put you on Topamax or topiramate. It's like a form of like a beta blocker to like send signals to the brain to help, tell your brain basically, even though you're in pain, you're not in pain. Yeah. So she puts me on that. She started me on a low dosage of that. I believe when I first started, I was only on like 50 milligrams of that. And then she's like, from there, she's like, okay, you also suffer from the migraine, so the Topamax should help with that as well. So then she in turn says, okay, for me, I want you to see a neuro-ophthalmologist. And she's going to recommend, she said, I'm going to recommend you one here, so that we all can kind of be in the loop. Like, we all can see each other's notes. You don't have to bring paperwork. We're not asking anybody to fax anything, which, if I could tell anybody that has an illness, like, if you can get a team that's like under the same medical umbrella, it's the smoothest thing ever. Like, that was the best part of this chapter of my life, was that I never had to take any paperwork anywhere or wait for someone to send something before I saw somebody. It was like everybody was just communicating together. So she refers me to a neuro-ophthalmologist, which he specializes in patients that have IIH, just to monitor my optic nerves, the pressure behind my eyes, that whole gig. His name is Benjamin Osborne. Amazing. So boom, from her, I go see him. He's like, okay. He's like, are you taking any medication? So I'm telling him that I'm just starting on the Topamax. He in turn is like, okay, well, your optic nerves, they're still a little swollen, right? So then I'm explaining to him, like, I've still been having like these crazy headaches, is, just crazy. So he's like, okay. I said, but they just changed my dial from whatever position she had it in. I really can't remember at that time. He just changed it Dr. Hamilton has just put me on Topamax. I'm on a diuretic. So he's like, okay, cool. So everybody is now, I'm in a frequent rotation. So I'm seeing everyone every couple of months at this point. I start the topiramate. Medication in itself, I mean, the side effects from it, the one side effect that I struggle with to this day, because I still am on Topamax, is that it makes everything taste like metal to me. It messes with carbonated things, so like a soda, if I drink a soda, if I drink a sparkling water, if I had any type of sparkling alcoholic beverage, it just made it taste like so flat, like it was just straight sugar. So I immediately stop all of that, because I'm like, oh no. I worked really hard to, get the weight off of me. I lost over 100 pounds. I'm doing everything that all of my doctors are telling me to do. Like, I'm doing everything. That was what my mother would say, my scared straight moment, as far as when it came to like my health regarding my weight. Like, that was my scared straight moment, because I'm like, girl, I was not trying to go blind. Absolutely not. So I worked really, really hard. So then I'm still seeing Dr. Hamilton. I'm still having like pain. So it's like I have chronic migraine on top of having a condition that causes you to have headaches every single day. It was just an uphill battle. She upped me to 100 milligrams of the Topamax a day. So I go back to see the neurosurgeon, Dr. McGrail, and I'm like, my head, it's still like, it hurts so bad. I can't take it. My vision at that point in my left eye has started to become weird. I started seeing the lightning bolts or wiggly worms. And it almost looked like, for someone who depends on their prescription glasses, like me, I've been in glasses my entire life. And I can't see, when I had both my eyes, I can't see anything without my glasses, unless it's like right here in my face. So the peripheral in this eye, even with my glasses on, it was blurry. Not black, it didn't go black like this side, but it was blurry even with my glasses on. So he's like, okay. He said, I'm going to admit you. We're going to try to figure out, what's going on. Immediately I have to go downstairs and get admitted. And I'm just like, oh. I was just on the table in 2019, right? So here we are now in 22, right? Because I met him in 21. So here we are in 22. I'm getting admitted to the hospital. I'm not thinking surgery. I'm not thinking any of that. I'm just, So have to get another lumbar puncture. Hate those things. Okay. He's like, okay. He was like, your pressure on your back is not bad, right? It was still within like the normal range. He was like, but because I've already adjusted it, you're on the pain medication. He said, I'm going in. I just need to go in to see what is going on in there. And because I didn't place it, I don't know what's going on in there. I don't know if it's functioning properly. I don't know. So now this is now my second surgery after being diagnosed with IIH. Go in for that surgery. That surgery again went smoothly. I had no hiccups at all. They kept me in the hospital for a couple of, I think I was in there for like 2 weeks. I was, because he just wanted to monitor me after the fact. At that point, Dr. Hamilton came in, and she upped my topiramate. So now I'm at 200 milligrams a day of topiramate. So he explains to me that what happened was, initially, when the shunt was placed, he said, you were heavier. So by me losing the weight, the shunt had moved and it had got clogged. So it stopped working in a sense. So he went in, he unclogged it, he removed, he said a valve, I believe. Do I know what that means? Absolutely not. Don't ask me. He removed something, unclogged it. He said, we should be up, we should be good, right? Like, I fixed it. He did say at that point, if you have any more issues with this, I'm going to remove it, the VP shunt, and we're going upstairs. So in my mind, y'all, I'm like, absolutely not. I've always said I don't want anybody going in my back. I don't want anybody going in my head, even though they did have to go into my back, because the way the surgery is, they put it in my side, but then it's like a whole tubing that goes into the stomach. It's a whole thing. So I had incisions here, I had incisions there, whatever. So, okay, life is going on. The vision never changed in my left eye, so it's still blurry, right? It never came back, it never restored it back to its original vision. Again, I'm maneuvering through life as best as I can. Like, I'm still working, I'm still a mother, I'm still trying to figure ShaDonna out, this new version of ShaDonna, and what this means for me, my life, my family, my daughter. It was just like, I don't know. I was all over the place, you guys. I'm not even going to lie. I was all over the place. So that was in 22. We fast forward to 24. This is the part in my story where I'm just like, excuse my French, damn. So much had transpired in my life. It has started, my condition has started to affect me in my job. To be honest, I would have to request to ask my supervisor, could I work from home a little bit more? Just because some days, again, the headaches, you guys, out of this world. If you suffer from IIH, you feel my pain. Even on medications, it's just like everything is just meant to kind of like reduce the pressure, like not really, like it doesn't really take anything away. Okay, certain things can make it worse, certain things can make it, you know, relieve you. You know, it's just a mess. So we fast forward to 24. My headaches come back, the vision in the left eye. It's like, at this point, it was like a film almost. Like I'm trying to look through a cloud. So that immediately scared the out of me. I call, I see if I can get a quicker appointment, because again, I keep it, everybody's in a rotation at this point. They were able to get me in. I go in and see him, and you guys, July 26, no, not 26, July 24th of 24 changed my entire course. I never saw it coming. I go in for my appointment. I'm telling him my headaches, they hurt really bad. My vision is changing. I'm getting ready to go blind. I'm freaking out. I'm scared. I'm nervous. I don't know what he's going to say. And he said, when I met you, I told you that my concern at this point was saving your vision in your other eye, slowing the process down in your other eye. He said, Miss Ravel, I'm taking it out. At that point, you guys, I was a mess. Because I knew what that meant. I knew that meant that he was going here. And he pulls up like my MRI and everything, and he's like, your ventricles are really small. They are really small, so that's another issue that causes the buildup to be like so severe, because my ventricles are so small, like the fluid can't even get through there like properly all the way. He says, I'm only going to shave like a portion of your head, you know, all that. You guys, surgery day comes, and I didn't know this until after the fact, but I felt so sorry for my mom because she was there by herself. It was just me and my mom. And what she had to go through as a parent, I could not imagine doing it alone. To say like my child is getting brain surgery to, you know, an extent. And I come to find out that the surgery was a little bit more complicated in my case, because my ventricles were so small. They had to use like a special catheter camera to get whatever going, and I was literally on the table longer than what I should have been. But I get the surgery, come out, go in recovery. I was out of it for a little bit. They had me like heavily medicated. I don't remember at what point, but at some point I went to go see myself for the first time after the surgery, and I went to go stand, and my brain wasn't connecting to my body. I was saying, move, walk. I could not lift. It was the right side of my body. I could not control it. I could not tell it to move. I don't know. It was just the weirdest thing. So then, I don't know really what happened after that. I'm on a walker at this point, and I get to the bathroom, and you guys, half of my hair is gone. I immediately start crying, and I know that sounds so vain, but I immediately started crying. And I went to go speak, and I couldn't even get a sentence out. And when I say I couldn't get a sentence out, I was stuttering so bad. Like, I could not. My mom started freaking out because she's like, what is going on? Like, what is it? So she's freaking out. And again, it's just me and her. So I can't console her. She's trying to console me. I'm trying to figure out what the hell is wrong with me. Like, why is this happening to me? What is wrong with me? So I stayed in the hospital for a couple of weeks, I want to say. They're coming in, Dr. Hamilton's coming in, everybody's coming in, you know, on my medication. They're doing like these little therapies with me to try to, you know, help me to the best that they can. Again, it's a hospital, it's not like a rehabilitation place. So long story short, from there, I had to end up going to a inpatient rehabilitation center in Baltimore, Maryland. I went to Johns Hopkins, or like I like to say Johnny Hopkins. That experience for me was an experience in its own right. I don't know how people live in nursing homes. I kudos, because that was the worst experience that I ever had. But I went there because I had to, basically, it was like a child all over again. I had to relearn everything. I had to relearn how to walk. I had to relearn how to just pick something up, to put it down. They have like makeshift rooms. So you like go in the bed, you go in a bathroom. You have to be able to wash yourself. You go in the kitchen, you have to. I actually cooked a real egg. That was like a pretty cool thing. You go, and you're hooked up to like a belt. I had physical therapy every day. I had speech therapy every day. I was so determined to get out of there. And the one thing that I can say, like, when you're determined, like, your body can do magnificent things. They diagnosed me with having what's called ataxia. So it's like a coordination issue. It's like a gait issue, basically, with your walk. But I was able to get out of there. I had been away from my daughter at that point in time for like, I want to say like 2 months. I was able to get out of there at the end of August, and I literally got out of there at the beginning of her starting her new school. She was getting ready to start her new school because we had moved. She was getting ready to start a new school, and I literally came home, and the very next day I had to go to orientation. So that right there, it was just a lot for me, honestly. But I came home. I was able to come home. I was able to see my baby because she could not come to the hospital to see me. So I was so excited to see her at that point. And, parenting is just a whole different battle in its own right. And what I will say, being a mom alone is a superpower in itself. But being a single mom and living with a chronic illness, call me Superman. So if that's you, Superwoman, Superman, whatever you want, super, because I guarantee you that no one will be able to walk an inch in the shoes that we walk in if you are living with a chronic illness, okay? But like some days I couldn't even move because of the pain. Like, it just hurt to blink. It hurt to, some days I would literally be in the dark. My house would be completely dark. But I just knew at the end of the day, I still had to show up for my daughter. I still had to be a mom. Just because I'm sick, being a parent doesn't stop. So I'm mothering on top of maneuvering through life with this new version of me. You know what I mean? So I'm a strong, you know what? That's what I have to keep telling myself in order for me to be able to show up for Kinley. So if you're going through this, I want you to know you're not crazy and you're not alone. You're not weak. You are strong. And just keep pushing through the best way you can. Thank you for watching part 2 of my IIH story. I really appreciate you all being here with me as I share this journey. Part 3 is next, and we'll pick up where we left off. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching. Bye.